What are your initial views on what has become a major diplomatic tension as raised by Donald Trump's statement?
When I read the statements credited to Mr. Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, I wasn't in any way taken aback.
So you're not surprised?
No, he's a guy who has absolute contempt for Africans. That is the reason why he took on South Africa before Nigeria. But Nigeria and South Africa are the two leading African countries. And so for him, we're either a shithole country or a disgraceful country or whatever. Now, I'm going to look at the problems from the human rights perspective, not a diplomat. And my own position is that Mr. Trump has lied to the whole world by alleging Christian genocide in Nigeria.
So it's a lie?
Without any evidence. And my own position is that Mr. Trump has lied to the whole world by alleging Christian genocide in Nigeria.
So it's a lie?
Without any evidence to back it up. Now, he said about 3,100 people have been killed, Christians have been killed in Nigeria. It's unfortunate and nobody can support even the killing of a citizen of this country. But when you look at the narrative of Mr. Trump and match it with what is on ground, the killers, be it terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, armed robbers, and so on and so forth, or people who simply call gunmen, do not care about your religion. And many of them care about the ransom you are going to pay. So it's not about your religion. Now, in the Middle Belt, particularly Benue and Plateau states, where this narrative, this campaign has been prosecuted for quite some time, those who are killing there are either killing to expropriate land or killing to feed their animals. When you have open grazing, you know, instead of losing sleep over Mr. Trump's statement, for me, the government has a duty to look inward. Where have you made errors? The government must be honest. According to Professor Jibril Ibrahim, a respected intellectual, he has said that this campaign of Christian genocide in Nigeria has been prosecuted for 8 years without any challenge from the government. Guys are going to the US and coming back, spreading this narrative about Christian genocide in Nigeria without any challenge. Two, if we look at the solutions that have been preferred and agreed upon by members of the political class in Nigeria to address some of these problems. When Governor, now Senator Simon Lalong, was the governor of the Southern Forum, and the late Governor Rotimi Akeredolu SM was the chair. No, when he was the chair of the Northern Forum, and Akeredolu was the chair of the Southern Forum. A separate fora. These two organizations, Governors Forum, or Governors Fora, the two, agreed that open grazing should be banned in Nigeria. Have they been banned? On my way to Abuja yesterday, I saw cattle on the street of Abuja, on the airport road. Nigeria is the only country in the world.
Let me tell you where you find them the most. 3 arms zone. You find them grazing along the National Assembly Road. That's where you find them the most. Now, so in case you are looking for them.
What are the solutions that these guys have preferred? Is there should be ranches established in different parts of the country where you have an enclosure for the animals to graze. People will plant grass. Some will supply water. In that enclosure, the children of the herders will go to school. But what is going on is that people will leave Sokoto or even Mali. Bringing cattle to Nigeria is not done in any other African country. So why have the members of the ruling class and the government refused to allow ranches to be established in different parts of the country? That's number one. Number two, how can you have a modern state in any part of the world that allows bandits and criminal gangs to kidnap citizens and without any attempt to identify and locate them? family members of victims of kidnapping are forced to raise huge sums of money, and then you pay bandits ransom. How? How will the government allow that? The moment they're asking for money, they are no longer using, because they have no access to SIM cards now. They no longer use their own phone. They will use the phone of the victims to call members of their family. And the members of the families, distressed, confused, go to the police or the security agencies. Our loved ones have been kidnapped, and they will ask you, have you been contacted? Yes, this is the number. Today, technology has advanced to the extent that wherever a phone call is made, you can locate a particular place. So what do you expect security people to do? It's not to leave the family members to be looking for money to pay ransom. It is to storm the hideout of the criminals and ensure that you're able to rescue victims of kidnapping. So unless you do that, the business becomes very lucrative. And that is why we're in trouble. So we must look at this problem. Why have we brought this embarrassment to ourselves as a people? That we are being treated as a neo-colony of the United States of America. We cannot even challenge Mr. Trump. How dare you? Where is this hypocrisy coming from? Unknown to most Nigerians, there are more Arab Christians than Jewish Christians. The Jews do not believe in Jesus Christ. In fact, in the entire population of Israel, only 1.9% subscribe, and majority of them are Arab Christians. In Gaza, at the last camp before the war, there were no less than 1,000 Christians in Gaza alone. But what has Mr. Trump done is to support not just the attack on the Palestinians, the killing of the Palestinians, including children and women, launching attacks on rockets on hospitals. Mr. Trump is supporting the military onslaught on the Palestinian people in spite of the indictment by the International Court of Justice that this is genocide, and by the ICC, this is crimes against humanity. What has Mr. Trump done? So tell Mr. Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, I want you to destroy, raise Gaza to the rumbles, and then give me the place because I want to build an estate in Gaza. That guy is currently planning to attack Venezuela. 80% of the people of Venezuela are Christian. Not just Christian, they're Catholics. Now, Mr. Trump is planning to attack them. In the United States of America itself, between 2020 and now, 2025, not less than 280,000 people have been killed in America by gunmen. Those of us in the human rights community are also launching an attack on the United States. Stop these reckless killings. Because the gun, they can stop it. But those who are in charge of producing weapons and guns, the NRA will not allow it. It's a very powerful lobby group in America. On the day that Mr. Trump was threatening to attack Nigerians, I think one church was attacked in one of the states. 5 people were killed and several others injured by a gunman. Mr. Trump did not even make a statement. So the whole thing is hypocritical, is beyond killings in Nigeria. But for us as a people, and for the government of Nigeria, you must now take Mr. Trump's warning as a wake-up call. And I can see evidence of that. The government is now giving information to the public and to the international community of efforts being made to wage a counter-insurgency operation. We are now being told how many people have been taken to court. But we're also getting something very wrong. So we must also pay attention, sufficient attention, to state governments. You know what? Murder or culpable homicide, kidnapping, armed robbery, and so on and so forth are state offenses. Terrorism, even though a federal offense, as far back as 2016, the Attorney General of the Federation has given fiat to state attorneys general to prosecute promoters, sponsors, and other criminals involved in terrorism. Up to today, no Attorney General has, maybe a couple, has prosecuted people for terrorism. So, I mean, for instance, President Bola Tinubu was in Plateau this year. And during his visit, he ordered the Inspector General of Police to arrest all the perpetrators of the mindless violence in that part of the country. In Plateau State alone. A few days later, the Inspector General of Police said 53 suspects have been arrested. So, where are they being tried? From the information at my disposal, maybe 1 or 2 have been charged. So, why is it that the police command in every state, including the FCT, including the police headquarters, I mean, even the police headquarters, the leaders, authorities of the police, regularly address press conference, where sometimes even kidnappers or suspected kidnappers, suspected terrorists and others are paraded. What do our attorney generals do? Do you contact the police to send the case files of those who have just been paraded so that we can have them prosecuted? So we must look at this problem holistically.
So you have described Mr. Trump as a liar and as a hypocrite in the case of Nigeria and the situation.
And the case of South Africa?
Yeah.
He did say in South Africa, why people are being shipped out of the country.
So we can tell Trump you are a liar. Your figures are incorrect. You are hypocritical because other things are happening. You don't love Christians. You just wanted to hate on Nigeria. Is that the case?
The case is, it's not as simplistic. Citizens have been killed in Nigeria. In the last 15 years, about 40,000 people have been killed in the Northeast. And 2 million people have been displaced in that part of the country. I don't want to talk of the Northwest. Majority of them are Muslims. So but when you are talking of addressing this problem from the religious perspective, because Mr. Trump wants to satisfy his evangelical base in America, you now say, Christians have been killed in Nigeria, as if it's a policy, because genocide is a deliberate policy to exterminate the people. Is that the case in Nigeria? Or this reckless, misguided criminal element are killing anybody they find on their way? What is the duty of the government? Is to ensure that the government is in control at every stage. That the government is in control of the use of force in a country. So what I've said for Mr. Trump, I don't want to waste my time on Mr. Trump. Know him, I know his antics, I know his hatred for African countries, and the fact that this matter is about the resources of our country. The same guys who are promoting this debate are also saying, let's cut China to size in Africa. Oh yes, because you must look at the geopolitical considerations in this matter and the errors made by our government in the past and the present. Are we addressing these problems? Well, somebody was talking of a crisis from Libya. In Libya. Nigeria and South Africa sat in the Security Council. And when President Obama and others were planning to invade Libya, both countries didn't bother. Even when Libya was attacked, and weapons were flowing out of that country. Because under Gaddafi, Libya had the largest armory in Africa. We contacted the human rights community. We contacted the government in Abuja. Can we buy off these weapons? Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. If these weapons, are bought by the terrorists, we're going to be in crisis. What happened in Liberia and Sierra Leone will be a child's play, whereby what you call light weapons were stolen from that country and brought to Nigeria. We're still in trouble, but we're not listening to. So when the government now says, there were problems in Libya, how did Libya happen? It was by Mr. Obama. The same Mr. Obama, as President of America, refused. That Obama administration refused to allow weapons to be bought by Nigeria. At the time, these criminals to be controlled. Now they have become all powerful. The same United States government is now pretending, right, to love Nigerians, and Christians in Nigeria more than other cities. We must not allow anybody, any powerful, any country to divide our people along religious lines.
All right, give me a moment, because what we understand is that there are forces and voices in Washington D.C. lobbying. Some of them from Nigeria, some belonging to the Biafra separatists ideology, and some of them are also Christian conservative networks who are in Washington, who are lobbying the American government to say what is happening in our country needs a lot of attention, and that those who are blaming this government is now scrambling for lobbying in that same Washington. What have you been doing? Why have you not appointed ambassadors, those who can sit at the table for diplomatic and security conversation about your country? Now we're in this dire situation. But what is the way out? It's a conversation.
Like this in wonder shall never end. Yes. Why it be like say sometimes people will they give respect, you understand? But yeah, people they give respect. Sometimes the way they talk, as in the way they talk, you yourself call the verse. Just look at this. Just look at this one now. Falana, make una hear what they talk for national TV. He said that Trump lied to the world with a Christian genocide claim. Can you imagine? I don't really understand. You see what this man they talk. Okay, that means okay. This okay. All those pie way they happen for Nigeria. Okay, this man not the senior. Eh? I don't know. I don't call this people. Be like they bribe they give them money. You understand? Because I don't really understand whereby someone will see the truth, but he will not say it. He will not say it. Eh? How? I wish the respect why they give this man, eh? But the way I supposed to talk to this man, eh? You understand? You know, go expect him. You understand? Eh? No. I'm so disappointed. You understand? I believe say no. Now this now all these people want fight. Now these people want fight corruption. Tomorrow you go come and say waiting federal government they do. You know good. Whereby they settle now on the ground. Everybody they settle on the ground. No matter the reason why they are big is that you know guys don't want to do this series. We all of all the same truth. All of all know the truth. You understand? Even the America they know the truth. You understand? Wait no one call the hide. Maybe you better agree. If they want to help me the help us. Make you agree. Show our leaders. It is swear, I don't mind talk too much. But me if you also draw the thought to that conversation. Okay, make what na reason with concern with this man talk. What na reason? What's your opinion? Let us know under the comment section. I agree with the one for sugar boy.